Hello friends, good evening, namaskar. I am Dr. Ashish Shah for Samanvay Briefings. So today's topic is about President Trump. Has the world by and large misunderstood President Trump? So that is our topic. And I think to a good extent we feel that President Trump has been misunderstood, has been a victim of unfair media reportings and trials. You see, though one may not agree with all his claims, but still, if we see his efforts to bring out peace in the world, whether it was Russia Ukraine, whether it was India Pakistan, whether it was Israel Gaza, and many other such, Armenia, Uzbekistan. So he has been successful at many places, while he may not be quite successful at some others. Even though one may not agree with his claim for India Pakistan, but the fact remains that US or America has some role in this ceasefire. So you cannot deny totally even President Trump about his claims. Okay. India has not accepted his version for many reasons, and we don't want to go into that. But the main point is President Trump has put lot of efforts in many peace, even putting his own domestic and other policies on back burner while focusing on his foreign policy. It's a historical record that most of the American presidents, they focus on foreign policy in their second term. Though President Trump has tried something similar in tenure 1 also, when he brought the Abraham Accord between Israel, Saudi Arabia and the Middle East. Right. So this time he is totally focused on its foreign policy. He was trying hard, he has tried hard to bring peace between Russia and Ukraine, where he has failed so far, but you can't say that it's totally a failure, and the result can come anytime in a positive manner. However, his efforts for this Israel-Middle East peace, Gaza-Palestinian, is remarkable because at the end of the day, today we saw the release of hostages who came back to Israel and were greeted by their families and the citizens of the country. This is a big moment. And so, similarly, there were 2,000 prisoners who were released by Israel and who were greeted by the Palestinians in their own city of Gaza. Right? So, if we see overall, the focused manner in which President Trump has acted, I think he must get the credit, and we feel that the world has slightly misunderstood him. Slightly, not slightly, but has misunderstood him. Even if one sees his tariff, so he's trying to save the American economy basically. Otherwise, for now many decades, America has sacrificed itself for the benefit of others, whether it's Russia, Europe, whether it's Japan, whether it's Canada, whether it's Mexico. They all have benefited hugely from American large-heartedness. And this could not continue endlessly because now America has a debt of more than $28 trillion. So if America continues to be the benefactor of all, sacrificing its own economy, it's unsustainable. So someone has to act for the benefit of American economy, and that is what President Trump has done. Though his modus operandi may not convince everyone, but forget the modus operandi. At the end of the day, what matters is the result. And the results are, so far I will say, not that bad. Even in the case of India, of course, India will have its own outlook, and so does America will also have its own outlook. They will try to see what is good for them, and if they are trying to push the American agriculture products to India, it's for the benefit of their own core voters. That is for the Republicans. That is the farmers of US and states like Iowa and Indiana and all that places. So also you must see that India has ignored American wish and has bought oil from Russia. Now India has its own outlook, and so does America has its own outlook. And so if President Trump has imposed a certain tariff on Indian goods, it is to dissuade India and to join the US in a better way. Okay. So overall, if you analyze the Trump policies, I think he has been fair enough. Even if you see this his own domestic policies, so though one may say that his action against certain people is not fair, especially the former FBI director and other people like this. But what these Democrats has done to President Trump, we all know that. Even he escaped attempt to assassinate him. We all have seen that on the camera. So let's not close our eyes and be one-sided. Okay. So, and the American media is well known for the way they take issue and create the narratives, whether it's New York Times or the Washington Post or any TV news channel like ABC or NBC and things like that, right? They all play very sinister roles in making the image of a president, right? So we think that we are forced to think rather that President Trump is doing something good, lot of good, for the benefit of the world by and large, and if he continues to do so, which he will, we are sure, then we can see peace at the end of the day. There can be a peace process between Russia and Ukraine also, which will be very good for the world, and we will also see some sort of things being worked out between US and China. Though at the moment President Trump has imposed 100% tariff on China, but they have a reason for that. Okay, and so this is negotiation skills. We all know that both China and China is very sharp and shrewd in negotiations, right? But so is Trump. Okay, so we are of the opinion that now is the time for the world to look at Trump from a new angle, from a new perspective, and India has to also do so. If anyone has watched today's press meet in Egypt, where the Pakistan PM Shehbaz Sharif was, the way he was praising President Trump, that was obvious. He was just without any second thought, he was full of praise for President Trump. And the simple reason why Pakistanis are doing this, because they have caught the weakness of President Trump. They know that President Trump likes his praise. That is his weak point. And therefore the Pakistanis left no stone unturned to praise him without any second thought. Whatever they wanted to say, they have said. He's a good leader, he's this and that. There may be truth in that, but one can understand the way someone speaks. Okay? I think it's time that India also relooks at President Trump in a new manner, forget what has happened, and let us take a cue and let us try to see the positive side of President Trump. In recent time, Prime Minister Modi has praised President Trump. He has welcomed his Gaza peace, 20-point Gaza peace process also. And today also there was a message from PM Modi at the release of this Israeli hostages. It would have been good if India would have been partner of this group, which will overlook or supervise the peace process or phase one peace process between Israel and Middle East. I think India can approach Israel and request Israel to include itself. that will be a good way to get into the arena. Okay, so we hope that our Ministry of External Affairs as well as the PMO both are alert and will do the needful at the earliest. This is Dr. Ashish Shah for Samanvay Briefings. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe if you feel so. Thanks.